cho bà tắt đi hết pin của bà đó mới lên.
Đây là cái phòng để chăm sóc cho thú vật các cả nhà. Đây có nè, có máy scan nè, tút đằng kia là máy đo về cái tim mạch của những con vật nè. Đây. Rồi ở đây nữa nè cả nhà ơi. Đó. Khu vực này ha là phòng coi như là đó, đầy đủ cho cả nhà ha. Đây. Khi mà những con thú ở trong khu này mà có bị cái gì đó thì người ta mang tới đây để kiểm tra sức khỏe của các con thú ha cả nhà ha. Đó, thấy quy mô ha. Đây là khu vườn sinh thái thu nhỏ đó cả nhà. Cho kìa nó có.
This is a gecko. This is his body. His belly is stuck to the ground. Can I lift you? Can I lift you? Sit.
Đây cháu mình nó đang nhiều chuyện cả nhà ơi, nó đang nói chuyện với cô nhân viên ở đây đó cả nhà. Ổng nhiều chuyện. Cháu mình nó nhiều chuyện đó. Mấy chủ shop đang lại quay ở dưới góc đó đó cả nhà. Đằng kia là ngựa vàng ha.
Opa, aqui embaixo. O timão, olha o timão. Não. É um timão. Sabe o timão? Suricato. Sabe o timão? O timão. Esse é o timão. Bom, vai ficar muito mais bonito.
Mình chuẩn bị lên chiếc xe này đó cả nhà ơi. Hồi sớm thì đi xe điện ha, bây giờ đi xe này nè. Đi một vòng nữa. Rất là đông cả nhà ơi. Rồi giờ lên xe.
Just like a giraffe has. Okapis have about a 13 to 15 inch tongue and they can lick their own eyes. They're pretty shy and reclusive animals and not very territorial, makes the forest an excellent home for them. They're most often to be confused as relatives of zebras because of the stripes that they have on their legs. We're passing by a watering hole on the left-hand side, favorite gathering spot for lots of different animals. And it looks like the trees around the watering hole have been bulldozed. I only know a couple of animals with the amount of strength to be able to bulldoze over some trees. And there's a culprit, it is a black rhinoceros. There are currently less than 5,000 black rhinos left in the wild, as they are unfortunately poached for their horn. A lot of different cultures believe that their horn has medicinal purposes. They can reach heights of about 5 to 6 feet tall. They have a wingspan of about 9 feet, and they do not vocalize, but they communicate with one another by flapping their bills. We can tell the difference between the male and the female storks. Males have brown eyes, while the females have yellow eyes. Up ahead here on our left-hand side, we are going to be greeted by a couple of greater kudu. Most similarly looking like the North American deer, we're able to tell that these two greater kudus are females. They don't have any horns, along the males do. And those horns can reach about 6 feet in length and hold their breath underwater for about 6 to 8 minutes. They don't usually swim, they're not the best swimmers. We'll typically find them walking towards the bottom of the water. Over on our left-hand side, on to about 7 to 9 feet, they're one of 8 different living species of pelicans. It goes just like a human. Crocodiles have an extremely powerful bite, capable of crushing the bones of their prey. And their powerful bite also enables them to consume prey much larger than themselves, such as zebra and wildebeest. Their jaws are gentle enough that they can move around their baby eggs. We'll usually find a mother carrying an egg in her mouth. The crocodiles are ectothermic, which means they take on the surrounding temperature of their environment. We'll typically find the crocodiles opening up their mouth, as that helps to release all of the heat that is trapped inside their bodies. Crocodile hanging out on our right-hand side, so we call them males. The females are called cows. Altogether, they are called Ancolny cattle, and they are one of two domesticated animals that live on the reserve. They were first
Quá trời cái
identified
sừng
as
luôn,
a
quá trời cái
so they're
sừng
also
luôn.
called
Wow.
cattle. We'll notice that their horns are pretty long. They typically grow to be about
Cây hơn
3
cái
to
bắp
4
chân của người
feet,
ta
like
luôn á, cái
also
sừng.
hollow with a honeycomb structure
Wow.
on the inside. They're able to pump their blood through those horns at will, helps
Đây nữa
regulate
nè.
their body temperature so they can stay cool.
Coi nè,
Like
wow.
the horns on one of those cows on the right-hand side, her horns a little bit more curved, shows off some personality someone has. Well, there they are. They don't like to really use them for poultry.
Cái cảnh này giống trong phim đó.
There's a den over here on our left-hand side. We're able to see a couple of prints in the dirt over here as well. Some signs of animal activities. Try to get a little bit closer. I may be blind, but I'm not seeing anything over here at this very moment, so we're going to keep moving forward. Could only really see his butt from this angle. Little baby boy, his name is Dash. Dash is roughly about 6 to 7 months old now. Let's try to
mới
get
có 6
around this
tháng
corner
thôi.
and try to get a side profile view.
Cái khu này đẹp quá vậy hả?
The Hartman's mountain zebra have pretty small hooves compared to other subspecies of zebra. Helps them to get on their mountain terrain out in the wild. There's a better angle for that.
Zebra là ngựa gằn nè.
The Hartman's mountain zebra typically find them migrating with their close friends, the wildebeest, out in the wild.
Hai cái con, ba cái con đang nằm đó, nó ăn thịt với nhau nữa đó. Không biết kêu con gì mà nó ăn thịt lẫn nhau ở đây nè, mấy ông này nè.
Species of zebra that have that, and is used to help regulate their body temperature. Also laying down the grass is going to be one smaller tan antelope. It's called a springbok. Springbok get their name for their ability to spring 6 feet high, or they can leap 13 feet forward. They could bound this entire truck if they really wanted to. They're also among the top 10 fastest land animals. That little guy can run anywhere between 50 to 60 miles an hour. The colony tower, as giraffes are the tallest land animal, reaching heights of about 18 to 20 feet, and their long legs allow them to cruise at about a 10-mile-an-hour rate, or they can run anywhere between 30 to 35 miles an hour. There's the newest member of the tower on the left-hand side. The smallest one is a little bit of a lighter colored coat. His name is Humphrey. Baby giraffe have a very interesting first hour of life. They are immediately dropped 6 feet onto the floor. It's more or less of a greeting, but if they show their teeth to other species, it's more or less of them saying to back off. It is a sign of aggression. A lot of you may be familiar with Rafiki from The Lion King. Rafiki was modeled after a mandrill. Rafiki in Swahili train upside down trees. These trees will remain leafless for about 9 months of the year, but they have a tremendous amount of water stored inside of their trunk. The holes that we see on the tree are from elephant tusk. Trying to poke at the tree so that way they can get the water that it's stored inside. Elephants will use the baobab trees as a last-minute resort if they cannot find any water nearby. We're going to be passing by a favorite hiding spot for an animal here on the reserve. Let's see if they're hanging out over here at this moment. Does not look like it. Coming up on our raised flamingos hanging out on top of the island. Youngsters got to continue to eat some more shrimp so that way they can have the same color on their feathers like mom and dad have. When the flamingos choose their habitat, they'll speed, not power, so they hunt during the day. They're outmatched by other big cats such as lions and leopards. The tear marks that we see in a cheetah's face help to reflect the glare of the sunlight when they hunt. And their big tail sort of acts like a rudder on a boat. It helps them to keep balance whenever they move. Looks like there's 2 cheetahs hanging out over here. A group of cheetahs is called a coalition. Oh, there's a 3rd cheetah up ahead. They are the only big cats that cannot roar, but what they lack in power, they definitely make up with their speed. Cheetahs can reach 60 miles an hour in just about 3 seconds. Fortunate enough to be able to get a nice view of their long, sleek, slender body, they've adapted pretty well to become the fastest land animal. On our right view, and if you take a look at their nose, you'll notice that it's shaped almost exactly like a heart. Of their entire lives. The adult male lion will typically stay back, protect the territory and the cubs, while the females are the majority of the hunting, typically in a pack since their prey can be faster, sometimes even larger than them. Lions are the only members of the big cat family that do live together in a pack. We call it a pride. Oh, looks like there's 2 lionesses over here as well. Looks like one of them's awake. Let's get closer to her. Hopefully you get a nice view of the size of the lion's paws. They're very large. Excellent padding on those paws as well. Helps them to become silent while they stalk their prey at night. As humans and lions have the same strength of vision during the day, but at night a lion's vision is multiplied by 6. And when they vocalize, their powerful roar can be heard from about 5 miles away. Just a couple of lazy cats here at the moment. They'll become a little bit more active when the sun sets in a couple of hours.
Trứng này trứng của con gì không biết. Wow, bự bự không à.
They can only find them on reserves such as this one. They're poached for their rare chestnut, purplely colored coat.
Đây là xe điện mình chuẩn bị đi tham quan khu vực của cái công viên này đó cả nhà. Thì người ta cũng design ha, trên cái chiếc xe điện á là hành lý của hành khách ha, chẳng hạn như là xe đạp, canh nướng rồi này kia, những cái vật dụng mà gia đình ha, đó giống như là một cái chuyến tàu mà đi xa vậy đó cả nhà. Đây giờ tới lượng của cái nhóm mình lên xe đây, cả nhà đón xem nha. Bên trên đó là vali nè, giống như cái thời mà cổ đó cả nhà, những cái đồ vật dụng đó đó. Rồi bắt đầu. Đây là trên lên xe đó cả nhà ha. Bây giờ tới group mình chuẩn bị lên xe đây cả nhà ơi. Rồi mình đã đi qua một chuyến xe điện cả nhà ha. Video của mình tới đây tạm dừng nha. Cảm ơn cả nhà theo dõi video của mình.